Have you ever felt it? That subtle, creeping sense of disconnection from your own body, a feeling that your limbs, particularly your legs, don't quite possess the vitality they once did. It is not always a dramatic injury or a sudden ailment, but rather a slow fading, like the light dimming at dusk. We live in a world that often pulls us outward, away from ourselves, into the rush of endless tasks and the clamor of constant information. Our minds are overstimulated, our spirits are often unsettled, and our bodies, in turn, reflect this inner turbulence. This heaviness in the legs, this fatigue that seems to settle deep within the muscles and bones, is frequently a sign that we have lost a certain harmony, a certain alignment with the natural rhythms of life, and, more importantly, with the innate wisdom of our own physical form. It is easy to dismiss these feelings as mere tiredness or the inevitable consequence of a busy life. We might reach for quick fixes, stimulants to push us through the day, or distractions to numb the discomfort. But what if this sensation is a deeper message, a call from our body to pay attention, to return to a more fundamental way of being and nourishing ourselves? The strength of our legs is not just about muscle fibers and bone density. It is about the flow of energy, the chi that animates our entire being. When this flow is obstructed, when it becomes weak or stagnant, we feel it first in our foundations, in the very limbs that are meant to carry us through life with confidence and ease. This is not a failing, but an invitation to look deeper. Consider the tree. Its strength comes not only from its mighty trunk and branches, but from its roots hidden deep within the earth, drawing sustenance and stability. If the roots are not nourished, if the soil is depleted, the entire tree will eventually show signs of weakness. Our legs are our roots. They connect us to the earth, they ground us, they provide the power for movement and the stability for stillness. When they feel weak, it is often because the inner soil, our internal environment, our energy, our nourishment, has become depleted or imbalanced. We have perhaps forgotten the simple, profound ways to tend to this inner garden. This modern predicament, this feeling of being ungrounded and depleted, is a common experience. We are often so focused on external achievements that we neglect the internal cultivation necessary for true, lasting vitality. We look for complex solutions, advanced technologies, or extreme measures, while overlooking the simple, timeless principles that have supported human health and strength for millennia. The journey back to strength, back to that feeling of light, energetic legs, begins not with an aggressive assault on the body, but with a gentle, mindful return to practices that foster inner harmony and provide the right kind of deep, accessible nourishment. It's about listening, truly listening to what your body's trying to tell you. The weariness many experience is more than just physical. It is an echo of a life lived slightly off-key from our natural resonance. Think of a musical instrument. If a string is too loose or too tight, it cannot produce a clear, harmonious sound. Similarly, if our body's systems are burdened, if our energy is not flowing freely, we cannot express our full vitality. The legs, being such a significant part of our physical structure and so crucial for our interaction with the world, often become the place where this dissonance first makes itself known. They bear our weight, both literally and metaphorically. So when they signal distress, it's a profound opportunity to reevaluate, to simplify, and to reconnect with the sources of true, sustainable energy and strength that lie within and around us. True nourishment. What does it truly mean to nourish ourselves? Is it merely the consumption of calories, the intake of substances to fuel a machine? Or is it something more profound, something that touches not only our physical cells, but also our energy, our spirit? In the wisdom traditions, nourishment is seen as a sacred act, a way of receiving the life force of the universe and integrating it into our own being. It is about choosing foods that are not only rich in nutrients, but also imbued with a certain quality, a certain vitality that resonates with our own deepest needs. This is particularly true when we seek to restore strength and energy, especially in a way that can be felt relatively quickly as a first step on a longer path. The body has an incredible capacity for healing and regeneration, but it requires the right conditions and the right building blocks. When we speak of regaining leg strength, we are not just talking about building muscle mass, though that is a component. We are also speaking of enhancing the flow of qi, improving circulation, reducing any underlying inflammation that might be causing heaviness or discomfort, and providing the easily accessible energy that the body needs to repair and revitalize itself. True nourishment addresses all these aspects. It is holistic. It understands that the body is not a collection of separate parts, but an integrated whole, where the health of one system profoundly impacts all others. Imagine you are tending a small flame. If you want it to burn brightly, you do not simply throw any material onto it. You choose dry, well-seasoned wood that will catch easily and provide sustained warmth and light. Similarly, when our inner fire, our vitality, feels diminished, we must choose our nourishment with care and intention. We need foods that are easily digestible so that the body does not expend precious energy in the process of breaking them down. We need foods that are inherently warming and energizing in their nature, not in an artificial, stimulating way, but in a deep, sustaining manner. And we need foods that are clean, pure, and as close to their natural state as possible. This concept of food as medicine is ancient, yet it is more relevant today than ever before. In a world saturated with processed items, artificial ingredients, and quick, empty calories, the return to simple, whole foods is a revolutionary act of self-care. When we choose to nourish ourselves in this way, we are not just eating, we are participating in a cycle of life, honoring the gifts of the earth, and providing our bodies with the precise intelligence they need to restore balance and strength. The impact of such conscious nourishment can sometimes be felt remarkably swiftly because the body, when given what it truly needs, responds with gratitude and a renewed sense of vigor. This is not about restrictive diets or complicated protocols. It is about simplicity, about rediscovering the power of fundamental ingredients prepared with mindfulness and intention. It's about understanding that the energy of the food we consume becomes our energy. If we consume foods that are lifeless and depleted, we too will feel lifeless and depleted. But if we consume foods that are vibrant, that carry the essence of the sun, the earth, and the water, then we invite that vibrancy into ourselves. This is the foundation upon which true strength is built, not a fleeting surge, but a deep, resonant power that emanates from a well-nourished core. The journey to revitalized legs, to a body that feels light and capable, begins with this understanding of true holistic nourishment. Ancient grain, there is a particular kind of nourishment, a humble yet profoundly effective food that has been revered for centuries in traditions that understand the deep connection between diet and vitality. It is not a rare or exotic ingredient, nor is it a modern invention. It is something simple, something that speaks of the earth, of sustenance, of gentle, restorative power. I am speaking of a specific preparation, a kind of warm, easily assimilated porridge or congee, made primarily from millet, to which we add a touch of nature's sweetness and potency with goji berries. This combination is not accidental. It is a carefully considered synergy designed to offer profound support to the body, especially when it feels depleted or when we seek to quickly rekindle a sense of physical energy and lightness, particularly in our legs. Millet, in many ancient cultures, and particularly in traditional Chinese medicine, is considered a champion for the digestive system, specifically for the spleen and stomach. These organs, in this understanding, are central to the transformation of food into qi and blood, the very essence of our vitality. When the digestive system is strong and functioning harmoniously, we can efficiently extract the nourishment from our food and distribute it throughout the body. Millet is gentle, it is warming, and it is known for its ability to strengthen this core digestive fire without overburdening it. It provides a clean, sustained source of energy, the kind that builds rather than merely stimulates. Then we introduce goji berries, these small, vibrant jewels. For thousands of years, they have been prized for their ability to nourish the blood, tonify the yin, the cooling, moistening aspect of our energy, and support the kidneys, which are seen as the root of our constitutional strength and the storehouse of our vital essence. When we feel that deep leg weariness, it is often a sign that these deeper reserves need replenishing. Goji berries, with their rich array of antioxidants and vital micronutrients, offer precisely this kind of deep restorative nourishment. They bring a subtle sweetness and a powerful revitalizing quality to the humble millet. The preparation itself is also key. By cooking these ingredients slowly into a soft, warm congee, we are essentially pre-digesting them, making their nutrients incredibly easy for the body to absorb. This means that the body doesn't have to expend a lot of its own precious energy in the digestive process, and the nourishment can be swiftly assimilated and put to use. This is why a noticeable shift can sometimes be felt in a relatively short period. The body receives a pure, potent, and easily accessible source of fuel and building blocks, allowing it to begin the process of repair and re-energizing almost immediately. This is not a miracle cure in the modern sense of an instant fix for all ailments. Rather, it is an example of profound, time-tested wisdom that understands how to work with the body's natural intelligence. It is about providing the optimal conditions for the body to do what it does best: heal and maintain itself. This simple bowl of millet and goji berry congee is an offering of kindness to your body, a way to say, "I am listening, and I am providing you with what you need to be strong and vibrant." It is a foundational step, a way to clear the path for renewed energy to flow, starting from your core and extending to your very limbs. Vital essence. Why can something as simple as this ancient grain preparation bring about such a perceptible shift, even within a time frame as short as 12 hours? It is because it works in harmony with the body's deepest needs and natural processes, tapping into what we might call its vital essence. When we speak of regaining leg strength, we are not merely referring to the brute force of muscles, but to the underlying energy, the lightness, the absence of fatigue and heaviness, and the feeling of being well supported by our own physical structure. This preparation directly addresses these subtle yet crucial aspects of true strength and well-being. The millet provides easily digestible carbohydrates, which are the body's preferred source of readily available energy. Unlike refined sugars or heavy foods that can cause energy spikes and crashes or tax the digestive system, millet offers a steady, sustained release. This means your body, and specifically your muscles, including those in your legs, receive a quick yet stable infusion of fuel. This can rapidly alleviate feelings of fatigue and sluggishness, leading to a sensation of increased lightness and readiness. It's like providing perfectly seasoned kindling to a fire that has been struggling to catch. It ignites the vital flame without overwhelming it. The goji berries, as we've touched upon, are nutritional powerhouses. From a modern scientific perspective, they are packed with antioxidants, which combat oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a key factor in inflammation and cellular damage, both of which can contribute to muscle soreness, fatigue, and a general feeling of heaviness. By providing a rich source of these protective compounds, goji berries can help to reduce this underlying burden, allowing the tissues to recover and function more optimally. Furthermore, they contain polysaccharides that have been studied for their immune-boosting and energy-enhancing properties, supporting the body's overall resilience. When combined and cooked into a congee, the bioavailability of these nutrients is enhanced. The warmth of the congee itself is also beneficial. Warm foods are generally easier on the digestive system and can promote better circulation. Improved circulation means that oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently to the tissues, including the muscles in your legs, while waste products are more effectively removed. This improved metabolic exchange can contribute significantly to a reduction in discomfort and an increase in perceived energy and strength. The 12 hours isn't about building new muscle. It's about optimizing function, reducing burden, and providing immediate, usable energy. It's the synergy of these elements, the easily assimilated energy from millet, the protective and tonifying properties of goji berries, the enhanced digestibility from the cooking method, and the warming nature of the meal that creates an environment within the body conducive to a rapid shift. The body is always striving for balance, for homeostasis. When we remove obstacles like digestive strain or inflammatory triggers and provide high-quality, easily utilized resources, it can quickly move towards a state of greater vitality. This is not magic. It is the body's inherent wisdom responding to intelligent support. The feeling of renewed leg strength, or rather renewed lightness and energy in the legs, is a direct reflection of this inner rebalancing. Conscious ritual. Beyond the specific ingredients and their inherent properties, the way we approach this act of nourishment can profoundly influence its effects. Transforming the preparation and consumption of this simple millet and goji berry congee into a conscious ritual, rather than a mere mechanical act of eating, elevates its potential to restore not just physical energy, but also a sense of inner connection and peace. This mindful engagement is a crucial, often overlooked component of true healing and revitalization. When we bring our full presence to even the simplest of acts, we infuse it with a different quality of energy, and our bodies respond in kind. Begin with the preparation. As you measure the millet and the goji berries, as you add the water and gently bring it to a simmer, do so with an attitude of intention. Recognize that you are preparing not just food, but a source of healing and strength for your body. Feel the textures, observe the colors, be aware of the subtle aromas that begin to emerge. This mindful preparation is the first step in connecting with the nourishing power of these ancient foods. It is a quiet meditation, a moment to slow down and be present, a stark contrast to the often rushed and distracted way we typically approach our meals in the modern world. When the congee is ready, serve it in a bowl that feels good to hold. Find a quiet place where you can eat without distractions. Before you take the first spoonful, take a moment to express gratitude. Gratitude for the earth that provided these ingredients, for the journey they have taken to reach you, and for your own body's capacity to receive this nourishment. This simple act of gratitude shifts your internal state, making you more receptive to the subtle energies of the food. As you eat, do so slowly. Chew thoroughly, savor the taste, the warmth, the texture. Pay attention to how your body feels as you consume it. This practice of mindful eating does several things. Physiologically, eating slowly and chewing well aids digestion, ensuring that your body can extract the maximum benefit from the food with minimal effort. Energetically, it allows you to truly receive not just the physical nutrients, but also the more subtle life force, the qi, inherent in the food. Psychologically, it creates a space of calm and self-care, reducing stress, which itself can be a major drain on our vitality and a contributor to physical tension and weakness. When we are stressed, our digestion is compromised, and our body is in a state of alert, not rest and repair. By making this a conscious ritual, you are telling your body, on a very deep level, that you are tending to its needs with care and respect. This message alone can have a powerful effect. The 12-hour time frame for noticing a shift is not just about the rapid assimilation of nutrients. It can also be about the immediate impact of such profound self-attunement. When you combine easily digestible, highly nutritious food with a state of mindful presence and gratitude, you create a potent synergy for renewal. This is how ancient wisdom works. It integrates the physical, the mental, and the energetic into a harmonious whole. It's an invitation to rediscover the sacred in the simple. The path to renewed strength and vitality, the lightness in your step you seek, is not found in a fleeting fix but in the gentle, consistent application of wisdom. It begins with understanding, with listening to the whispers of your body before they become shouts. It is nourished by the simple gifts of the earth, prepared with intention and consumed with presence. This humble offering, this ancient grain, is but a doorway, an invitation to remember the profound connection between what we consume and how we feel, between our inner state and our outer expression of strength. The true power lies not just in the food itself, but in the awakening of your own capacity to heal, to rejuvenate, to walk through life with a grounded energy and a resilient spirit. Embrace this journey, for the strength you cultivate within will illuminate every step you take.